Will Will Jalen Hurd make this team?
This is probably the crappiest topic because I don't think he does. Grant, I don't see it. I get he was a third round pick, but at some point you got to cut your losses. He's done absolutely nothing thus far in training camp. Sherfield's definitely making this team. You've got other receivers like Watkins and Jennings. And I mean, at this point, I just don't see that it's possible. Richie James is also on this team. He most likely doesn't make it. Benjamin doesn't make it. After those top few guys, it's really deep and it's going to be really hard to make this team. And if Hurd can do absolutely nothing at this point, and you can tell that Shanahan is disappointed, very disappointed. So I don't see it.
Yeah, the vibe I'm getting. Joe Williams.
Oh,
Joe Williams. Never played for the 49ers. Never played it down in the NFL. I kind of feel like that's the way this is trending. And I don't know why it didn't work out with Joe Williams. And I don't know if it's the same reason not working out with Jalen Hurd, but it's just not working out. And I think what they'll say is he just was never healthy. He came into the league hurt. He was always hurt. And it's probably been hurt since high school, if we're being honest. That's the way I think this is going. I don't think he's ever going to play it down in the NFL. I don't think his body's got it. He's giving out.
That's too bad, man.
It's too bad.
It really is too bad. What's crazy is I remember when Peter King wrote the article about him his rookie year that he was supposed to do everything that we've seen Debo do. That was supposed to be Hurd. That's how good he was supposed to be. And Debo, thank God, came in and took it over, did everything, turned into that Swiss Army knife, and has been fantastic with it. But could you imagine if Hurd was as good as Debo or possibly better, what this offense could look like?
He was supposed to be the number 3 receiver. He was supposed to be the big slot guy.
Yeah.
But he hasn't done a damn thing. He has one catch in camp. Meanwhile, you got Mohamed Sanu looking better than he has in years. Really playing a lot like Kendrick Bourne. He solidified the number 3 guy role. Then you had Trent Sherfield having the camp of his life. He's the number 4 guy. So that leaves like 2 spots. And Juwan Jennings has done more than him. Richie James has done more than him. Travis Benjamin. Everyone, literally every running wide receiver in the team has done more than him. So
even River Craycraft.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. River, if you're watching, hey, nice catch in the end zone today. Nice deep catch. He caught a pass. He beat Ambry Thomas deep. Ambry Thomas walked away like it was college. River got up and ran to the end zone. Tavon Wilson ran on the field to yell at Ambry, be like,
oh, did he?
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was from Rosen too, right?
Hell, no.
No.
Okay. Touchdown in the red zone was from Rosen. Poor Rosen. John says Trey gets a crack at some of the KC defensive starters Saturday and performs. Does this change Trey first team reps? I don't think he will. Think he will?
No, I don't think Kansas City's ever playing any starters.
If he has to play with Tom Compton against KC starters, you're trying to get Trey Lance hurt. That's organization malpractice. Marcus says, who were you guys most worried about going into the season, offense, defense? Players?
Okay. Let's go players. I would
right guard.
I would just say the health of secondary.
Nick Bosa.
I mean, Bosa.
Nick Bosa. He's so important. And
Kinlaw.
These guys are so important. Whoever the right guard's going to be. Mike McGlinchey. Let's not, let him off the hook.
Yeah.
Mike McGlinchey.
What's crazy is I think this team is extremely deep, right? So they can make up for a loss or two along the way, but there's certain losses that you just can't recover from. Verrett, that's one of them. There's just no depth behind him. And Ambry Thomas and Lenore may end up being pretty good, but nobody wants to find out this year.
Here's what bugs me about McGlinchey. In one-on-ones, they always give him the easiest matchups. He goes up against guys like Alex Barrett and like the third stringers, while all the good edge rushers go up against Trent Williams, the ones that participate. It's like, why? Do you only use this drill to pump up his confidence? Because it's not working. I don't get it. Like, give him a real test. Are you afraid to let him lose in front of the media? Is that going to rock his confidence so much? Well, then what do you got there? I don't know.
Didn't Ford mop him a couple times?
I mean, in 11-11s. Ford hasn't
Yeah.
done one-on-ones yet, but
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, absolutely. Eric says, "Is it time to hit the panic button on our O line?"
I wouldn't say
No,
fully.
Mac looked good today. I'm curious to see if maybe he's been pacing himself. He's a little bit older. He didn't. He's not. I mean, to expect the 36-year-old center to come out and physically dominate every day at
Right.
camp, maybe it was not what he's doing. But he looked good today. So I don't know. I'm just curious about the right side. I'm curious about that.
I'll say this. I think Mac's importance is a lot more about what he does for getting everybody else in the right positions more than it is his personal PFF grade.
True. Good point. And again, forget personal PFF grades on an offensive line. I don't like that with Trent Williams. He's always talking about he's the best PFF grade. You're a unit.
Yep.
You're just a unit. You're
Yep.
you're basically one person that's connected at the hip. You know what I mean? If
I get it when a
there's
corner
yeah,
does it, not when a left tackle does it.
no, absolutely not. Curtis says Jimmy will play preseason game 1 until he throws a TD. Then they will pull him so his stat sheet looks good.
Maybe.
Yeah, he could end up 7 or 8 with some quick throws. That would be smart if they're
But
if
they
they
may
really
be
want to
there a
train
while too.
him. They did that. They did that at the open practice. They were not going to end until he had a touchdown throw, and so they had to bench all the cornerbacks, and they had to get him to the 3-yard line and have him throw a fade to Kittle against Diamador Lenore. That's what they had to do.
It was the best throw I've ever seen, Grant.
It was the best throw I've ever seen. Wes says O-line seems to be a consistent area of concern. Anyone out there that the Niners could try to get and help also any way they could go after CJ Henderson. Not yet on Henderson, but yeah, I'm going to look at the free agents right now because there's got to be someone. There's got to be someone.
Pull it up real quick. Let's see. This is like the third person that's asked a question. I got to know who's out there.
Spot track, free agents, cards. Not, yeah. Okay, hold on. Guard, okay. David DeCastro retired. Zach Fulton, Nick Easton. How about Nick Easton? I'll take Nick Easton right now.
For sure.
Nick Easton, I'll take him. James Carpenter, no. Mikey Potty, no. Kelechi Osemele, is he washed up?
Yeah. I'd kick
I'll take a
tires
look
on
at him. That's 3 guys right there. Bring them in for a workout, all 3. See who's good. Come on.
Yeah. There's not a lot out there, but there's also not a lot of depth on the offensive line either. So why not?
Yeah. I mean, you got Colton McKivitz, the backup left guard right now. What is the possibility of maybe signing Nick Foles if they move on from Jimmy G?
Well, they'd have to trade for him, right? Isn't he on the Bears?
And if you think the Bears are going to cut him, I mean, that would be the only way.